What's up guys, Justin here for S&S Archery. Today's gear video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand Tightspot Quiver. I've done a lot of videos on the Tightspot Quivers, from the Rise to the 5-arrow, the 7-arrow, talking about specs, how to mount, all the different options you have, really specific towards each quiver. But I wanted to do a video kind of highlighting the brand in just one video, help you decide if the Tightspot's the right quiver for you. We're going to do some pros, some cons of the brand, kind of help you guys out. Hopefully this helps. When you think of a quiver, you know, the main purpose of it is just to hold your arrows, but there's a lot of things that they've done to create the ultimate bow hunter's quiver. So we'll just jump right into it and get right to the pros of the Tightspot Quiver. Number one of the pros list is how close it mounts to your bow's riser. It's very important to have a well-balanced bow. If you have weight hanging off to one side, you're going to have hand torque. And then really the only way to combat this is to run some kind of stabilizer back bar with offset weights and ultimately creating a heavier setup. What Tightspot has done is eliminated the need for any of that extra side weights and really just lightened your overall setup. So by moving those arrows closer over to center, you have a much better balanced feel, definitely a more consistent, accurate shot. So we really like that about the Tightspot, maxing you over, getting you closer to center of that bow. So number two on our pros list is the adjustability. The Tightspot Quiver, regardless if you're 28 inches axle to axle or 35 inches to axle to axle, you can move this quiver up and down, get it in whatever desired position you like. You can tilt it forward to help with follow through. You can tilt it back. There's a whole bunch of different variations and ways to mount this quiver, so you're not just stuck. You go and buy one, you slap it on your bow, and you realize your arrows are 4 inches below your bottom limb. So every time you take a break, you set your cam down in the dirt. Well, now your nocks and your arrows are coming out in sticks. So really nice. You're being able to move that quiver up and down and really customize it towards your likings. As well as being adjustable, this is a quiver that can quickly disconnect from your bow. Not only do I shoot with my quiver on my bow, but I can simply detach this quiver, hang it in a tree, set it down when I'm in a ground blind. I don't actually have to have it on my bow, just with a simple quick lock. Number three of our pros list is build quality. When you first take a look at a Tightspot quiver, you're going to see they look a little bit bigger than most quivers, I'd say. However, they're still very lightweight. Coming in right at that 10-ounce mark, not the lightest, but definitely not the heaviest. But what you're getting is a well-balanced quiver that's definitely going to hold your arrows. You have a polymer hood, very strong, definitely protects your broadheads. It's a deep hood. Rubber hood insert, and the rubber hood insert actually has individual slots for each one of your arrows. So as you're putting in these arrows, you're not bunching them up together. The broadheads aren't rubbing. They're spaced and fanned evenly, even all the way down through the gripper to where your veins aren't going to touch. Makes it really nice. You have the two long carbon rods. It's going to absorb a lot of your shock. You got dampeners here in the middle. It's going to take a lot of that vibration and noise out of your quiver. Get down into the gripper. Probably one of the coolest things about the Tightspot is you can customize the grip tightness to your arrow shaft. So what I mean by that is there's these little wedges. Tighten these down or back them off to get the right fit of diameter of arrow. So whether you're running a 4mm, 5mm, 6mm, you name it, it's going to fit very tight in this quiver. So the last thing I'll mention about the gripper itself is your first arrow that you're going to pull to shoot is your quick draw arrow. So that makes it really nice. It's just a clean motion straight back, not out and around. One thing you're going to get with all Tightspot quivers is their ironclad warranty. This is a guarantee. If you are the original owner, you run this thing over, you break it, something happens, they're going to fix it and replace it. So that is awesome to have as well. So lastly on our list of pros, number 4, options. So within these quivers, there's a ton of options for different applications of hunting. Whether you're a guy that wants to just carry 3 arrows, 5, or even 7, shooting small game plus big game, whatever it may be, they've got an option for you. Also have an option in a Rise, which is a much shrunk down version of the quiver itself. So this is going to be perfect for whitetail hunters, guys in tree stands and blinds, really want a compact setup. Another option that you're going to get within Tightspot Quiver is hood colors. So if you have an OD green bow and you want to go OD green, you can do that. If you want to go moss green, if you want to go black or carbon weave, camo patterns, you name it, they have it. So that is cool. If you want to customize your look, that is definitely an awesome feature to have within the Tightspot Quiver. A couple other options I'll mention real quickly. You have secondary gripper, which you can buy. This is just going to help contain your arrow a little bit better. It does come standard on the Rise quiver already. We also have a tree stand bracket that simply screws into the tree, and this just clamps right on the 2 carbon rods. So yeah, a lot of options within these quivers. Such a simple item, but they've done their best to really ramp it up, give you a whole bunch of selections, and really give you the ability to adjust this quiver, keep it close to your bow, make it very quiet. That's just awesome that they've put so much time and effort into building such a great product. All right, now that we got the pros out of the way, it's time to talk the cons. The only con that we can come up with the Tightspot Quiver is going to be cost. So number one, cost. So the quiver is pretty expensive, right around $150. So to take that step, if you want something that's going to perform, hold your arrows very tight, be very close to your bow, give you a very balanced setup, all the things that we talked about in the pros list, you know, bite the bullet, pay that $150, look for them on sale, but definitely a great option as far as a quiver. If you guys have any questions about Tightspot Quiver or any of the other products that we carry here in the store, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd be glad to help. Thanks for watching.